Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news update, and I've got a few different points to go over in today's video. I gotta admit to you, some of them are good, and one of them is pretty bad, pretty worrying at the same time, but let's just get into it. As always, like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and let's go. Let's start off with the bad news. I think we might as well get that out of the way. So, a community manager. Obviously, I reported months and months ago that TT Games were looking for a community manager on their job listings website. And I then predicted that we'd have this community manager near the end of 2022, the first month of 2021. Now that's still not happened. This is raising a lot of eyebrows. We are now nearly in February, believe it or not. We're 3 days away or 4 days away, depending on when this goes up. And we still don't have that community manager engaging with us on all the social media platforms, keeping us up to date with anything regarding the game. I mean, the LEGO Star Wars social media pages do not even do anything these days. Like, they are utterly silent, and they've got a game releasing very early this year. Now, the job listing is still on the TT Games Careers webpage. This means they most likely still haven't found one, and I would believe that, honestly, considering, like I said, the game is due to come out in the second quarter of this year, which is anytime in April, May or June, and we still don't have a community manager, which, bearing in mind, if this game isn't live service, which I don't think it will be, but I'm going to get onto a small thing about that in a minute, but if this game isn't live service, this community manager won't even really need to be a community manager for that long. We're talking all of 2 to 3 months possibly, maybe not even that, and they still don't have one. And this is the time we really need one, right now, while we're in that build-up period to the game, while we're getting snippets here, there and everywhere. We need that community manager to engage with us, and we don't have it. Look, it's worrying. The page is still up there to apply for this job. I don't know where things are going with this, but I thought I'd definitely give you an update on it, because this is worrying. This is extremely worrying, and we can only hope that they find the suitable candidate anytime soon. And let me touch upon live service first of all. Live service, if you're not aware, means a game that is supported after launch, a bit like Battlefront 2 was, with content coming in after the game's initial release. It's otherwise known as post-launch content, and there's been a lot of people asking if this is going to be in the game, and my answer to that would obviously, I think, be no. I really don't see it happening, just with how LEGO games have worked in the past, the fact that the Force Awakens game didn't have this, and also this particular point here that we know now. So when a game goes up for pre-order, when the Skywalker Saga was first announced back in 2019, there was no official pre-order that went up for the game. There's just the placeholder pre-order that goes up. But since the summer of 2020, when we got the gameplay trailer, the official pre-order for LEGO Star Wars is now up. The only thing we're missing is the release date. All the release dates on there are placeholders, I don't need to go through this again. But the official pre-order for this game is up now. And because that is an official pre-order, they have to state in that pre-order description everything that you get for ordering either the standard edition, the deluxe edition, and if anything is to come afterwards. And it states the character packs are in the deluxe edition. There's no levels, no bonus DLC levels as far as we're aware of. That would make me think there is no live service. They wouldn't then announce this later on. But while I was looking on the WB Games career webpage after the last video, where we obviously got that info about the game releasing in the second quarter of this year, I came across this interesting paragraph. I've seen a few people talk about it, so I wanted to bring some clarity to it, really. On the Virtual Games Production MBA Intern Summer 2021, it reads this: WBIE is currently involved in a variety of new projects ranging from casual games to core games featuring our well-known franchises on all platforms, console, digital, mobile, with a heavy focus on live service. All of this would provide for a well-rounded experience at an exciting game publishing studio, making its mark on the industry. And notice the part where it states they're working on a variety of new projects with, this is the key part, with a heavy focus on live service. Now obviously this does not rule out LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga in any way. There's obviously the slight chance, but I would strongly say I am so confident on this that I do not think this game will get live service support. I'd love that, considering it is the biggest LEGO game of all time. They've stated that. I don't see that happening. They would state it in the pre-order section. For me, this is potentially something later down the line for future LEGO games, but I don't think this relates to the Skywalker Saga. However, it doesn't rule anything out, and that's all it is. It's that one paragraph. It doesn't rule anything out, but I think it's unlikely. Let's get on to the final points. A few points from the PlayStation 4 magazine that I didn't go over the first time, and I feel these are very, very important. The first one is not using next-gen features for the next-gen versions of the game for both Xbox Series X/S and PlayStation 5. One of the designers quotes this in the magazine: while the PS5 version will use the console's SSD to ensure faster load times, Dom McDermott, lead hub designer at TT Games, tells us that DualSense, ray tracing and 3D audio won't be supported at launch, which is disappointing, but it says at launch. It could be added later on, you never know, but that's that for me. Is it too surprising? I don't know, possibly, maybe not. At the end of the day, when they were first designing this game, it was for what is now last gen, but at the time Xbox One and PlayStation 4 were current gen. And the final point for all you Finn fans out there, because I didn't mind Finn in the sequels, and I really don't think they did the best with his character. I think the vast majority could agree on that. Well, here's another point from the magazine. We felt Rise of Skywalker could do more with Finn, so this will be our chance to put things right. Very simple, very short, but more Finn in the Skywalker Saga game, judging by this magazine. I overlooked this the first time round. It was just a small section on the next page. I didn't really bother reading it. But I'm up to see some more Finn. And that is where we're going to leave it, everyone. How do you feel about this? Because there's some underwhelming, some disappointing things in this video, I will admit. But some better things maybe to round off the video with the Finn point. I suppose most of this is bad news with PlayStation features, with the community manager, with the live service, but I don't know if I want to class the live service as bad news, because I think most of us know it's not going to happen, and hey, if it does happen in the unlikely circumstances, it's a bonus. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one.